So if you're knitting a sweater, after the neckline, put on longer cable from this to this. And that way you will be able to try it on. Hello everyone, I can eventually make a finished object video with the sweater that I've designed. I knitted it, so I love it so much. This is my Wish and Dreams sweater, DK weight yarn, top down raglan. If you're here for the first time, maybe you missed a video that I recorded with the red one on the screen. This was the same size that I knitted, size 5. The pattern has 10 sizes. So my chest is 41 inches and I knitted for 46 inch. So I want to have it very loose. The pattern tells you the dimensions, is that the word, of the sweater itself, so you can pick the size that you would want to wear. As I said, pattern calls for a DK weight yarn, and the yarn that I used is from UK and is called Iona Wool. I think I would say that, but it could be Iona Wool. And this color is green teal. And over here we have 240 meters in 100 grams. It's 100% wool. And the story with regards to this yarn is a little bit a mixture of everything. When I was doing an Yarn festival, I got myself this yarn in a cone and I knitted a sweater, so on the screen, actually more into that in a sec. And I had some leftovers, so I started knitting the sweater over here, and because I knew that I'm not wearing so often the other one, I decided I'm going to frog it and just use the yarn for this one, because this is the beauty of knitting. Then you can reuse the yarn unless you did steeking. That's why I'm not a fan of doing steeking, because you can change your mind every time you want and use this yarn for something else. In case you don't know what a steeking is, alright, so you're knitting a sweater in a round, you creating an extra maybe 4 stitches in the middle, and then after knitting everything in the round, you support the stitches on the kind of edges of that extra bit, either by sewing in by hand or crocheting or even going with machine, and then cutting in the middle, and then you're making a band. I think that's how you call it, creating a band, and then you have a cardigan. So while I was frogging that lovely bit, Iona Craft Shop noticed it and they told me that for my lovely design they will support me with that extra burn yarn that I would need to finish this sweater without touching the other one. So they sent my way 4 hanks, so 4 skeins of yarn, and as you can see I still have a leftovers over here. But for my size I use 500 grams I think for this sweater. Maybe I'll double check that. I say in the pattern that you will need for size 5 approximately 550 grams, just to be sure. So that's the story about the yarn, but I have now a sweater with the one ripped sleeve, and probably I'm going to put an extra video about that sweater in progress because I have an idea for that one. Subscribe, like, and keep on watching. The gauge for this sweater is 20 stitches by 28 rounds. I got that from using on US size 6, which is 4mm, but you will need smaller needles too. And I use US size 4, which is 3.5mm, and I use it only for ribbing in the cuffs and in the bottom. Over here I started with a 4mm, so US size 6, just to make sure it's, you know, loose enough. I always recommend people that after folding or doing a bit of German short shaping on the top, then try it on and see, can you actually squeeze it through your head or is it overstretching? I like to have it quite close. Do what you think is best for you. So just to show you how oversized it is, I can grab that much on the side. So as you can see, I like to wear something under my sweaters, t-shirt with a long sleeve and stuff, so I like to have a bit of air and space underneath. And also I need to mention there are links to tutorials how to make a bubble, how to cast on, how to fold the collar, And if you're missing anything in the pattern that you will think that you will benefit from, let me know and I'll try to make a tutorial for you too. Actually, I haven't put tags yet on both those sweaters. I'm going to do that hopefully soon. And you can find tags and keychains, sweater that I use to mark projects so I know what's what, because I have a few here and there. I probably forgot something and you may have some questions. Obviously leave comments down below and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Otherwise I would recommend you to watch this or this video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe, like, until the next one. Bye.